Hello students, I am Pitambar Gadve. In previous lecture, we already solved one numerical on radiation shield. Now in this video, we will solve another numerical on radiation shield. So numerical is a cryogenic fluid flows through a 30 mm diameter tube which is concentric with tube of 90 mm diameter. Surface emissivity of inner and outer tube are 0.02 and 0.05 while respective temperature are 100 Kelvin and 300 Kelvin respectively. Find heat gained by the fluid per meter length. And second, percentage reduction in a heat gain if radiation shield with diameter of 45 mm and emissivity is 0.03 for inner surface and 0.04 for outer surface is introduced between the tubes. Let us solve this numerical. So in this numerical we have given tube, concentric tubes are given. One tube, inner tube having diameter of 30 mm and outer tube having diameter of 90 mm. Emissivities of these tubes are given 0.02 and 0.05 and its respective temperature is also given. And we have to determine heat gained by the fluid per meter length. So let us solve this numerical for first point. Okay. So we have given concentric tubes are given. Concentric tubes are given. Concentric tubes. Concentric tubes are given. Concentric tubes are given to us. So let us solve it for when radiation shield is not inserted. So first point, without radiation shield, without radiation shield, without radiation shield. Okay, so let us note down first the data given to us. Okay, we have given two concentric spheres, two concentric tubes. Okay, two concentric tube. Let us consider this is one tube. Let us consider this is one tube which having diameter of 30 mm. Okay, so diameter, let us consider this diameter as a D1 which is equal to 30 mm. That means we have to convert this into meter. So it is 0.03 meter. Then another tube which is concentric with this tube is having diameter of, let us consider this tube with diameter of 90 mm. So D2, let us consider D2 is equal to 90 mm, that is equal to 0.09 meter. And surface emissivities are given. So let us consider this tube as a first tube, this is second tube. So its emissivity, let us consider this is emissivity epsilon 1 and its emissivity is epsilon 2. So these values are given. Epsilon 1 is given 0.02 and epsilon 2 is also given to us 0.05. And its respective temperature are 100 and 300 Kelvin. So let us assume respective temperature of inner tube is T1, outer tube is maintained at T2. Its temperature is given. So T1 is equal to 100 Kelvin and T2 is equal to 300 Kelvin given to us. Okay. So this is D1 and this diameter is D2. This diameter is D2. Let us consider this is D2 diameter. Okay, so all these things are given to us. So let us assume this inner surface is insulated as well as outer surface is insulated so that we can easily determine heat gained by the fluid which is flowing through these tubes, concentric tubes. Okay, so let us draw the electrical circuit for this situation. So we know this is first tube and which has one surface. So we have surface resistance for this. So surface resistance R1. Then we have, there is a space between these two tubes. There is a space between these two tubes. So R2 is a space resistance and we have third surface, which is outer tube, let us consider R3 is the surface resistance for outer tube. So we have total 3 resistances in this series. So this is an electrical circuit for a given situation. Means cryogenic fluid is flowing through these tubes. Okay, there are 3 resistances. Let us solve this numerical now. And before solving this, we have to determine the surface area of a tube. So surface area A1 is equal to, A1 is surface area of an inner tube. So this is surface of an inner tube. So we know surface area is perimeter into its length. As it is tube, we have perimeter into length. So perimeter is pi d1 into L. This is surface area of an inner tube. Then A2 is equal to, we have outer surface and we know diameter of outer surface is d2. So pi into d2 L. So let us calculate these two areas. So we know A1 is equal to pi into diameter. Diameter is 0.03 into length is not given. We have to assume per meter length. So that is equal to 0.094 into L. And for second, we have pi and diameter d2. Diameter d2 is 90 millimeter, that is 0.09 into L. So that is equal to 0.28 into L. So this is surface area A for inner tube. A2 is a surface area for outer tube. Okay. Now let us calculate rate of heat transfer. So we know rate of heat transfer is determined by rate of heat gain is given by Q is equal to sigma T1 raised to 4 minus T2 raised to 4 upon resistances R1 plus R2 plus R3. So these are the resistances. Let us put the equation for resistances. So we know sigma into bracket T1 raised to 4 minus T2 raised to 4 into bracket divided by R1. R1 is a surface resistance for first surface. This is surface resistance for first surface, and we know surface resistance is given by 1 minus epsilon 1 upon A1 into epsilon 1 plus second resistance R2 is a space between these two tubes. So this is second is a space resistance. So space resistance is given by 1 upon A1 F1 to 2. Shape factor of 1 with respect to 2 is F1 to 2 plus again surface resistance for second surface, which is 1 minus epsilon 2 upon A2 epsilon 2. Okay, so let us put the values and calculate answer. And here we have by observation shape factor of 1 with respect to 2 is equal to 1. So let us put the values and calculate answer. That is equal to, we know sigma is Stefan-Boltzmann constant and its value is 5.67 into 10 raised to minus 8 into bracket T1 raised to 4. T1 is 100 Kelvin. So 100 as it is given in a Kelvin. So you have to keep as it is 10 raised to 4, 100 raised to 4 minus 300 raised to 4 divided by, we have to put all the values. So 1 minus epsilon 1, value of epsilon 1 is given 0.02 divided by A1, surface area A1 is 0.094 into L into emissivity is 0.02 plus A1 upon A1 is given 0.094. So value of A1 is 0.094 L into 1 is shape factor F1 to 2. Then 1 minus epsilon 2 value of epsilon 2 is 0.05 upon A2 epsilon 2 is 0.28 L into 0.05, and after calculating this we have L and L constant, take it outside the bracket, and after rearranging we get Q by L is equal to minus 0.7587 watt per meter. Now we will see for when radiation shield is inserted in between these two tubes. So with shield, so let us consider this is inner tube. Let us consider this is inner tube. Then this is a outer tube. This is a outer tube which having diameter D2 is equal to 90 millimeter. And now suppose the radiation shield is inserted in between these two with diameter of 45 millimeter. So this is D1. This diameter is D3. Let us assume it as a D3, and this diameter is D2. As we know, this diameter is D2. We have to calculate rate of heat transfer. As we know, this is epsilon 1, this is epsilon 2, and we have given for radiation shield inner surface emissivity is different. So let us assume it as a epsilon 3, and outer surface emissivity is different. Let us assume it as a epsilon 4. Okay, and this is T1 temperature and T2 temperature is also given here. So let us draw electrical circuit for this situation with radiation shield. So there is a surface resistance first. So R1 is a surface resistance. Then there is a space between inner tube and radiation shield. So let us consider this is R2. Then inner surface of a radiation shield. So surface resistance for inner surface of a radiation shield is R3. Similarly, outer surface of radiation shield is R4. This surface, outer surface. Then there is a space resistance R5, space between radiation shield and outer surface. And finally, there is R6 is the outer surface resistance. So this is electrical circuit for a given situation. So now let us calculate rate of heat transfer. But before calculating rate of heat transfer, we have to calculate the surface area of a radiation shield. Okay, so this is shield, radiation shield. So surface area of a radiation shield A3 is equal to, we know again this radiation shield is a circular tube. So it is pi D3 into L, which is equal to pi into 45 millimeter. So it is 0.45 into L. So that is equal to A3 is equal to 0.1413 L meter square. Now let us calculate rate of heat transfer. Therefore, rate of heat transfer is given by Q is equal to sigma T1 raised to 4 minus T2 raised to 4 upon, we have number of resistances, R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 plus R5 plus R6. So let us put value of R1. R1 is equal to 1 minus epsilon 1 upon A1 epsilon 1 plus R2 is space resistance 1 upon A1 F12 plus R3 is surface resistance inner surface means 1 minus epsilon 3 upon A3 epsilon 3 plus outer surface is given emissivity epsilon 4. So 1 minus epsilon 4 upon A3 epsilon 4 plus R5 is a space resistance between radiation shield and outer surface. It is A3 into, it is space resistance, so it is 32 F32, and last is surface resistance, which is 1 minus epsilon 2 upon A2 epsilon 2. So let us put all the values and calculate rate of heat transfer. After calculation, we get Q by L is equal to minus 0.3495 watt per meter. Now let us calculate percentage reduction in a heat transfer. Percentage reduction in a heat transfer. Therefore, percentage reduction in a heat transfer is equal to Q by L without shield minus Q by L with shield divided by Q by L without shield. That is equal to, we know Q by L is equal to minus 0.758 minus Q by L with shield is 0.3495 divided by minus 0.758. So after calculating this, percentage reduction is equal to into 100 53.5%. So percentage reduction is 53.5%.